What up? It is at St. Lauren 57, sober, celibate, saved. I just got done with my CR step study, and I was having a conversation with, one of my very good friends and sisters in Christ. And the one thing is, I've always been one to speak up, right? And obviously the more, I'm just a loud person, but I also always have spoken up for the person who I feel like deserves a voice. And obviously that's made me a little bit of a risk taker, a little bit rebellious. And, when I was, out there being wild, obviously it made me really, really risky, right? But you know what? The one thing is like, when you find your voice, don't lose it. If you think once you face adversity or once you hit a wall, don't stop. That's the devil telling you to stop. You cannot listen to that. You got to keep going. And it made me think, I went to an NA meeting today, and one of my favorite guys who's there was talking about how, when he gets in his head, and he starts hearing, negative things he learned, that's his assassin. And it made me think of my DV class and how I learned about the hitman, right? When we were in that moment of fatal peril, that moment of shock, with the moment where we feel like we have to defend our image, the moment where we feel exposed or hurt, we get this hitman, we develop this hitman, and we start, acting in ways of, to protect ourselves, which typically end up being in denial or blame or minimizing or getting aggressive and violent, right? Or it makes you shut down and walk away. You know what I'm saying? And you just can't listen to that. There's you are your own worst enemy. You know what I'm saying? And the one thing about being in recovery is I was able to grab a hold of my true authentic self, and I'm able to pull myself out of the mud, through the dirt, and onto the ground, and keep and even coming from behind. And God too, God leads me that way. But the moment I start feeling sad and overwhelmed or hurt, there's that little voice that's you should just stop. You should just give up. And I'm absolutely fucking not. That's what the devil wants you to do. The devil does not want you to reach that goal, because that means that you will empower yourself and you will love yourself and you will keep going, you keep blossoming, and you will reach the purpose that God has for you. So if you don't listen to that and you follow your way, you will reach your purpose. You will have a voice. You will make a difference. And so don't stop. Just keep going. It might not be exactly how you want, but it'll be exactly what you need.